All right, we're going to do things a little bit different. I'm actually going to go in here and get the link first. So this is the link to the live hangout. All right, we're going to do things a little bit different. I'm actually going to go in here and get the link first. Pause this. Take the link. I already have this set up. Load that in here. Save. Test the link real quick. Looks like it works. Take that link. This is live. Right there. Post it. Go. Everyone can post this onto your Facebook or whatever you like. This is live. And I'm going to also post this onto my Facebook. Actually, I'm going to go into Twitter just to mess around. Post this on Twitter. We're going to tweet this thing all over. We're just going to get socially viral. I don't think I remember. This is still downloading. Close that. Okay, so we're gonna tweet this. This is live and direct. Tune in now. Right now, don't miss it. Okay. Team retweet. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then I take that link. So I've tracked it. And I'm going to take this. And I'm going to put it into this Facebook room. Okay. Okay, and so I'm going to take this link and put it into Facebook. We are live if you want to attend. I want to watch. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. So while everyone's logging in,
our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm going to show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm going to show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm going to show you how great I am. I'm going to show you how great I am. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. I'm going to show you how great I am. All you chumps are going to bow when I whip him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame. Like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to someone, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut, and ain't nobody's right to say no. That's your earned right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not point your finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people don't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children. It's not just in some of us, it's in every one of us. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, so are they. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
All you chumps are gonna bow when I whip him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Okay, so let me see how I figure this. Get back to the Google Hangout. There it is. Okay, so we got a few people here. I know that a lot of you have already seen that video, and the reason I want to play that is it's actually easy to start like that, where you put on a video or something while people are able to log in. And then if you did miss the very beginning, what I did is I went in, as soon as I went live on this, I created a link. I went into ClickMeter, and then I sent the link out on Facebook or Twitter, and then also so that we can track how many people actually clicked on it. And then what I want to show you right now is this YouTube thing that I have, and I've never done this. I have no idea how it's going to work, but I think it'd be great to experiment while everyone here is live. That this software that that I have access to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And let me see how this will work. So I'm going to have a link right here. Let's see. So we're at the live. Let me grab the live video feed. Okay, so let me grab the live video feed. And everyone, how you doing? If you could say hello. So we see David and Cindy, and there's about 7 or 8 of you here, 9 or 10. So my ClickMeter shows 7 clicks from my BIM link. That's awesome, David. Way to get it and apply it, man. Thank you. That's great feedback. I'm going to do a part 2 of the Psycho-Cybernetics, part 2 tonight, because I've been reading the book. And you know what? I kind of got into it. So what I was going to do each day, and this is great for you, I just take some notes. I jot them down. I listen to the book. You know, I got 3 more pages of notes. And then I'll just go through those notes as that chapter or section, give you an update on it. It's not going to ruin the book. I'm telling you right now, it's confusing because it's super powerful. It really is powerful. And I want to just do an update on that. But first I want to show you this YouTube thing and let you know that thing I was talking about yesterday, this bazooka, the best thing ever to hit the online market. Paul and I just got access to it about an hour ago. So we are going to be training on it. We're going to be learning it. And then as soon as we learn what to do with it, we're going to show it to each one of you. And then we'll be able to offer it to you. And the way I see it is you're going to be able to get free leads and traffic the real deal way. Not where you're slaving to get 4 or 5 leads a day, but where you have a machine that's working for you nonstop. Okay, and it's utilizing all the social networks such as Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook and just everything online, putting them into one dashboard, your blog, and helping you generate leads. Now, what I'm about to show you is going to give you a little taste of what that thing will do. So right here, let me see if I can pull it up. I got to show you my screen. So let me go ahead and do that first. So everyone who is here, thank you for being here. My name is Stephen Munson. We were with Join a Mentor. What we're focusing in right now is Vic Stridehouse, our mentor, and the Big Idea Mastermind, how to be able to capitalize, how to get free leads and traffic. We're going to do paid traffic, how to convert that to sales and income, and then how to utilize all the technology to put a lot of money in our pocket. I mean a lot of money, because, and we'll just start off like this. This is created for training purposes, for educational purposes, but ideally to make some money. You know, so for whoever's watching, this has been created to make money. For myself, for anyone watching, for the other people within this team, and so we're all able to capitalize on that. Okay. Paul, no, it's all good. It's up to you. So I did just do this on Twitter, LinkedIn, or I mean Twitter and Facebook. So, okay, I want to share my screen. Okay, so this is a link to the audio. I'm here. It won't let me comment. Or just me again. Okay, in order to comment, you have to be logged in. So you have to have your account, your Gmail account, and then you log into YouTube, and then you can, if you're a subscriber, you can comment. Okay, so let me go ahead and dive into this. How badass is this place? I mean, look at this place. Are you serious? I mean, that's cozy, that's comfortable, that's romantic, sexy, invigorating, however you want to call it. I mean, I would love to be there. Okay, so we do have the High Traffic Academy here. So for all the Diamond members, just a little insight of what we're going to be doing. You know, you're going to have access to all this High Traffic Academy. I mean, look how much stuff this is. It is a lot of stuff. I mean, this is going to be given to you as part of being a Diamond member, and it's like 100 hours of incredible content from Vic. Let's actually just check this out real quick, because Vic, just what the first one we see, I mean, he's got there's something about this guy. I mean, he really draws in the people. He knows how to do it. So I want to just see it just for a minute to get a teaser. Let's see, where did that go? Oh, whoops.
So here we are. Welcome back to the next module of the good old-fashioned Instant Traffic Media main course, Email Media Traffic Module TM. So here's exactly what we're going to cover right here in this module. I'm going to walk you through a very cool little strategy and method that you can implement in your business starting right away to get instant traffic to your site anytime you want. Okay, you know, if I put a different name on this module, I guess probably the more appropriate name for this module would probably be something like, you know, the on-demand traffic module or something like that, because this stuff is really, really awesome. It can get you traffic on demand anytime you want. And I'm very excited to teach you this, because this is exactly what I have been implementing in my personal business over the last 6 years. Still do it today. Guess what? Works like a champ for me. You know, it gets me tons of traffic, tons of opt-ins, tons of sales every time I do this. And so, of course, you have to know how to do this properly. And just like with any other modules in this course, I'm going to walk you through and show you exactly what I do, okay? Because I want you to apply this information. I want you to get results for yourself in your business. All right, so here's how this thing works. If you are promoting a product, let's say if it's a business opportunity, maybe it's weight loss, some kind of weight loss product. Maybe you're into the dog training, or maybe you're teaching birds how to walk on one foot, or whatever, right? It doesn't matter what you're promoting out there. Chances are there's probably other people who are promoting the same thing. Yes? Now, chances are there's probably other marketers out there who have already built huge, gigantic lists of subscribers that are people who are interested in exactly what you have to promote. in exactly what you have to offer. Make sense? So the whole idea here is for us to be able to tap into those lists to get traffic. So let's say that you are into a, maybe you're promoting a business opportunity, right? For this example, let's just use a business opportunity niche, mass market niche. Let's say that this guy right here, and my friend, you're about to witness some of the best produced graphics ever put on a whiteboard. All right, so check it out. So let's say this guy right here, he's in your market or he's in your niche, and he has a list of 100,000 people, okay, on his list. Now, this guy right over here, let's say this dude has a list of 70,000 people, okay? Pretty sweet. And let's say that this lady right here, she has a list of 300,000 people. Remember, these are people who are interested in the make money online or business opportunity type products, right? So if you happen to be promoting that product, how cool would it be if you could tap into these lists? Okay, if you could tap into this list, and this list, and get some of these people your way and get them into your funnel, right? Well, that's exactly what that's exactly what I'm going to teach you how to do. It works brilliant. It has been working amazingly well for me over the last 6 years. So there is a way to do this, and it's called. We're going to take a look at the method called the solo ad buying method.
This is funny because I didn't know what this was, and this is ideal for what we're going to be doing.
That's what I'm going to be teaching you how to do. So the idea here is for us to tap into these lists. Again, remember, other people's lists. They have spent money, they have spent the time and energy and everything building these lists. What we're going to do is we're going to come back over here. Is we're going to tap into these lists, and we're going to extract. We're going to extract a lot of laser targeted traffic. All right, we're going to funnel this traffic. Guess where? We're going to funnel this traffic to your landing page. Now, this is ideal position that you want to be in. Okay, is you want to take this traffic, you want to funnel this to your landing page, and hopefully you already have a landing page. And then from there, they go to your offer. Okay, and of course, when they buy, you're making the big dinero, right? And so at that point, all you need to do is you just do this. You just wash, rinse, and repeat. Okay, pretty sweet deal. So this is not as complicated as it looks. If you have never done anything like this before, let me tell you, we're not going to worry about this bottom part here because I'm going to assume that you already have some kind of offer. Maybe you already have your landing page set up. But I'm going to teach you exactly how do we tap into other people's lists, okay, to get traffic your way. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this module. I'm going to walk you through everything step by step and show you all the tricks, all the ninja stuff that I do personally for myself to make this thing work brilliantly. Okay, so let's go ahead and start.
All right, I mean, that's enough for me. I'm excited. I'm ready to watch the rest of it. I don't know about you guys, so not to get super distracted, but as I ran across that, I was like, that we have access to all this. Okay, so everyone here on this team, you're getting a big idea mastermind. You're looking to be at the diamond level, and we have access to all this. You can see I already have all of it, and you can just imagine, like, that was just a 5-minute intro video, where that's going to lead to, how much you're going to be able to learn, and to know that we're directly tapped into that guy right there. Okay, so I thought that was exciting. And let me go ahead and pull this thing up here. So this is what I'm trying to pull up. And let's see. Maybe I already have it open somewhere. Got so much stuff up in here. Another program's already, okay. All right, so here we go. Now, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show this action cue. So this is empty, and you don't need to understand any of this, but we're going to do a little test here. Okay? What we're going to do is get users by keyword. Okay, so we're going to select the keyword, and let's go ahead and select High Traffic Academy. Okay, and you can process up to 19 pages for that keyword. Process this. Okay, so it's processing that, and then let's do a keyword. Let's go with Vic Streisand's. Okay, process that. Now we're going to let that work. It's going to take a few minutes, but let's go ahead and take a look at show user list. Okay, 651 users. Actually, let's do this. I'm not quite sure if those were still in there, so I want to deselect all, select all, remove current filter. Let's see. Clear all. Okay, so I want to clear all, so I want to make sure I get accurate new results. Clear queue. Let's do that again. So get users by keyword. Process. Okay. And process. Okay, so then right here, show users list. 21 is, so it's going to update there for a minute. Okay, now while that's updating, what we're going to do is go over to YouTube. I believe it's right here. Okay, so we're going to get this link. I believe it's right here. Okay, right here. So this little link. Now, most of you have never seen anything like this. You have no idea what it is. It's really cool. So, show users list. We're up to 77, and let's go ahead and wait one more minute for that. Let's get it to 100. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and check something out. So this is good. The reason I'm doing this is so you guys can kind of just start seeing your own results. You know, once you see some of your own results, you're going to get a better gauge of what you're doing and how that marketing is working for you. So what did I just put together? Let's see. Hangout via YouTube. So this is the link I just put out. We've had 21 all clicks and 17 unique clicks for that. Okay, so that's really cool. And then we're going to, how can we test this? Okay, so what we're going to do is, based on how many people are here, if people just start miraculously showing up, we got 7 viewers. Okay, very good. That's a great example. And we'll go back into this. So this is the action queue, and it's basically, you know, finding users who have searched or searching the word Vic Streisand's. And there's 104. So select all, and then we're going to share video. So we want to share the video that we're looking at. You have to manually input this. Ooh. How am I going to do this? Okay. I guess I need a really good memory. All right. H-I-H-L. Whoa. What is that? A 1, an L? No. An I? 5. I mean, this is kind of the critical part. Okay, so H, L, capital U, 5, capital Q, capital F, capital T, I, L, K, S, send it. So it's going to send this out. Check this. Hey, we're live. Come join us. All right, done. Video sending out with messages. Okay, and this is probably updated. So let's see. Close that. It's probably updated. Probably has more than 104 people in there. 108. So, and you can type in other keywords and attract other people, send them messages. Okay, so we're just going to do that as a test. We're going to clear this, close this out, close this out, close this out. And we're going to see. Now, I want to show you some results I had with that from last night. So I did this at like, 5 in the morning, let's say, and basically went in, and we'll go over here. This video right here, last night, when I did this, there's 66 views. There was only 17. So roughly, 40, let's say 40, 50 people, depends how many actually came from that type of marketing, actually went to this. And you can see there's a link right here, 9nl.com/take a look inside. So I believe earlier there had been like 2 people who had clicked on that link. And the way I looked at it was that was 2 people, brand new people that were leads. So there's 2 leads on there. Okay, and that's just from, basically doing what I just showed you how to do while I was sleeping. Also, it gives you a lot of views, so when people view it, it ranks it higher. Just like this, when there's more people viewing it, it ranks higher. When there's more comments, it ranks higher. When there's more likes, it also ranks higher. So just another way to utilize technology to be able to track it. And right now, 18 people have clicked this link to be on this Google Hangout that we're on right now. Okay. That's first. So we have 9 viewers now. I'm not quite sure if a couple people have just showed up. If you did just show up, welcome. We're glad we just invited you and you were able to show up. And so what we're doing is, hopefully, Anjay Jackson, you figured it out. And we're going to go. I'm just trying to close some of this out. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to have this other dashboard that's basically, I want to give you just a quick glimpse inside what's possible with that. Now, imagine if you had the same capabilities with YouTube, with Twitter, with Pinterest, with LinkedIn, with a blog. Now, when people are searching the internet, they're looking for different things. If they actually, this dashboard found them, sent them messages, automatically invited them for you to have the ability to connect with. That's powerful, especially the thing is, it can work at all times. It does all the guessing for you. It does all the, if you select a certain keyword, it'll basically, if people are chatting about that online or commenting about it, just like make money online. If somebody goes and searches make money online, this dashboard will automatically be notified, send them a message, whatever your custom message is, and then try to connect with that person for you. So obviously it's not as effective as a one-on-one connection, but when you think about the numbers and the masses, it can get extremely powerful, and there's no limitations to what this can do. So that type of dashboard, we just got access to it, so we're going to start learning it, and then making sure that you guys are the first ones in the entire world that are able to have the same exact access that we have. Is that exciting? I mean, is that going to help you? Do you feel like that's something that you're going to want access to? Now, I don't know if you're saying yes or no. Let me see if I can pull that up. I think it's easier for me to be able to communicate with you guys back and forth. Okay, so we're going to log into Aweber next, and I want to go over how to set up a broadcast. So I'm going to set up one for tomorrow. Let me go ahead and set that up. Okay. Let me get this on our dashboard. Okay, so I don't want to be, I don't want this to be too boring, but I think this is cool if you knew how to set up a broadcast. So what we're going to do is, I have this list right here. This was a solo ad. There's 95 leads in it. So tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to go to that list. You select whatever list you want. Okay, and then messages, broadcast. So you first select the current list that you want. Okay, if you guys have never set up a broadcast, it says like Internet 101 basics to know. Because even if somebody already has something set up for you, an autoresponder series, you might want to send out a broadcast. And here we are. So pending broadcast. And we'll go ahead and just take this. No, actually, I'll delete that. I'll show you brand new. So we're going to go a new HTML. Enter your subject here. So what I've been doing a lot with broadcast are to be able to utilize somebody else who, you know, who has results. Okay, so right here, I sent it to Paul. This is the #1 guy who's recruiting the most people. I mean, in Empower Network right now. Mike feels same. So obviously he knows what he's doing. So let's go ahead and use some stuff he's using. Makes it real easy. You don't have to always reinvent the wheel. CASE, as they say. Harvard Business Study was CASE, C-A-S-E, copy and steal everything. They teach you at Harvard that everybody, every company, every speaker you've ever heard, everyone is there's brand new content that's created, and generally it's usually what happens is somebody hears something, they see something, they recreate it to themselves, and we're going to do just that. So we're not going to copy anything word for word, but here's why 10,000 people flocked to this last month. $10,000 people said yes to this last month. Okay, this is your title, your subject. You want it to be catchy. You want them to open it. That's the whole purpose of the subject, is that they open it. Okay, so down here, I just hit that, highlight it, and X. I make this real easy. I get this paragraph. I drag it down. So now I have my basic right there. So I just delete that. I'll go back to the email. And don't copy anybody's exact, but what it is good to give you, you know, a basic platform so you can go and recreate it yourself. Okay, so hey, Steven, what you want to do is this for the name. Personalize. So you hit personalize and then first name. Okay? You probably already heard know that 10,000 people. Okay, and I like to do this. I think this is a lot easier. See how this is, it's hard for spacing. So I shouldn't have done it that way. I actually wanted to do it like this. I'm going to take that and delete it. I'm going to do it a little bit different way where I think it's a much easier. So I'm going to go and get a text edit, brand new. Hey, how are you? You probably already know that 10,000 people said yes to this last month. The wild part is that my mentor is the #1 all-time earner in this company. They broke all the records. in January. And he broke all the records in January 2013. Then he started showing me exactly what to do. Now I want to show you. Is that okay? Click here if you are ready to get started. Okay. Do you still need actually going to make this whole link clickable. I'll show you how to do this in a minute. Guys, the less you write, sometimes the more the simpler you make it, the better. Don't wait. This is only, oh, this little keyboard is crazy. This is only available until midnight. Let's see. Let's go with March. It's the 2nd, so we'll go with March 3rd. Again, just click here to get started. Again, just click below. Okay. Now, thank you's a little boring. See you on the beaches in Hawaii. I'm going to go with my new name. So my new name from here on out is the Aloha Kid. All right, we're going to do that. I'm going to say that I'm an Aloha Kid, Stephen Munson. Okay, so there we go. Just like that, real simple. Takes 2 minutes. You go back into here. Okay, so you want to make sure your spacing's correct. It looks a little funky. Okay. How are you? Personalize right here. First name. Okay. So then what you got to do is, the easiest way, if you don't know how to get your link or where to go, just go to your web page. Because your link's on your web page. Click on the first picture, that's fine. So then you got this link, that's your link. You go back in and you highlight this. So it's real simple. You highlight that and you click on this little part, okay? So you highlight what you want, you click on this, and you basically enter that link. It's going to tell you if it's a valid link, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing right here. And then meet my mentor. So I want to do this. I want to have this link. The meet my mentor. So maybe they didn't see this. So we're going to give them a chance to see that. It's a sales page video. Again, the link. P.S. On Monday, you're going to get free access to the $5,000 Big Idea Mastermind System. Okay? That's it. So you do that. Let's see what Paul's saying. Put the 11-minute video at the very top. Okay? So Paul thinks 11-minute video should be at the very top. This looks so funky, like the spacing. I'm not really digging it, but #1 earner. The wild part is my mentor Vic Streishouse, the #1 earner in the company. He broke all the records in 2013, and then he started me exactly what to do. Then he showed me exactly what to do. Now I want to show you. Is that okay? Do you need additional info? Click here. All right, so Paul's saying that it's better. He's like, put this in there, so I agree with him. Put the, well, I already know my link. So I'm going to put my the 11-minute sales video right here at the top. So it's going to be your sales page. And if you guys are new to internet marketing, this is just something you need to know how to do. I mean, 15 minutes, I'm showing you guys how to do it. It's a lot longer than if I was just going to do it on my own. So, 15 minutes, you get a broadcast set up, and you can send it out to people. If you want to add a couple little other things, highlights, exclamation points, the word yes is always good to keep using. Maybe you want to do a little, like something like that. The #1 earner all time. A couple of things like that. Is it okay to show you? Yes, it is. So yes, it's okay. And we'll do this. Just a couple little things here and there. Okay? Really basic. Again, just click below to get started. We'll highlight this, the urgency, create urgency. The most talked about video 2013. Awesome. So you can see Paul's, on it right now. Can't even believe he's not doing this live. You must watch this. So instead of that, the most talked about video of 2013. Okay, so we're going to do that. Make that the link, okay? All right, cool. And then what you can do right here is test it. And we'll test it, send it to myself. Spice it up a little bit. Okay, 10,000 people said yes to this last month. I like that title. It looks good. Okay, the one thing I noticed right away is there's a space right here I need to get rid of. And there's no spacing between it. I deleted it. Besides that, it looks good. Besides the visual, you need to test the links. Make sure your links work in there. That's nothing worse than sending out something and the links didn't work. Okay. Awesome. So then we're going to go back in there and just basically edit a couple things. Oh, what's going on here? Back. You go back. And I want to just make sure there's a couple spaces. So we're going to go ahead and put a space here. Okay, that's about it. Good. And then you go to the next part and you go save. Then you go to next. And then you're going to want to set it up on, you go to next. You select a date, schedule it for later. You can also include other lists. So I'm going to go ahead and send it to this one and this one. So I'm going to send it to any other email list I have. Okay, and then you can schedule the date. So tomorrow, Saturday, you click here. And 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is good, but it's Saturday, so I'm going to send it at 10:10. It's up to you. You can send it right now in the middle of the night. You can send it in the morning. That's up to you. You know, maybe you want to go with the regular times. I see a lot of people in the Power Network because it is an international company that, you know, they send it out all over. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to send it right now, but you can go ahead and set it to send it later. But I'm going to send it right now, you know, just so we can have fun with it. Schedule a queue for 10:10 a.m. So we're going to turn that off. We're not going to send it a later date. We're going to save the message. The only reason I'm doing this is I know the solo ad provider, when he originally did it, he told me he's going to do it on the 27th, and then on the 26th I started getting leads, and he's like, yeah, I did it on the 27th, but he was in some other country. Okay, so I'm going to queue it up, and we're going to send it out. We're just going to go for it. It's done. Okay, so then we can go back and check and get the results here in a minute. Now, while we're going, let's go ahead and go to YouTube real quick. And then I want to start touching on some other things. So what we could do, anyone have any questions about that process that I can answer real quick? You can type it right in here in the chat. I can see the chat, hopefully, and type it in if everything's not coming through or if everything is coming through. I don't know if the chats come right through, or if somebody wants to chat me on Facebook or Gmail, or if everyone's logged off. That was so boring that everyone's like, all right, I'm out of here. I thought we were going to have fun. We were going to do something entertaining. You know, the title says Psycho-Cybernetics, and then all of a sudden you're like in a Weber. No questions for me. Okay, cool, it works. So if there's any questions, great. If not, no problem. I'll go into the second part of what I wanted to go over tonight, and hopefully that helped you a little bit. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and switch this off. All right, very good. So thank you for that. And then now I want to go into a totally switch gears. I was reading the book earlier, and I think that book is blowing me away, and I think that everyone here should really get it and dive right into it. And so I want to go over a few things that I read in the book and give you some important notes and feedback. You know, it started off saying to have a successful business, you must have imagination or a dream of the whole thing. You must have the imagination of it, because if you don't have the imagination of what you want, then first of all, how do you know what you're working for? How do you know what your aim is or your goal? You know, you have to have the imagination of down the road and seeing the success and making it real to yourself. Because if you're just living in the moment right now, which isn't bad to live in the moment, but using your imagination is powerful. You need to start using your imagination more and more and more and more and more and more. If you are going through a struggle, the best way that I personally know how to get out of it is to start using your imagination. If you want to become better at things, if you want to learn things rapidly, start using your imagination. I'm going to give you a process that is described in the book, Psycho-Cybernetics, that I highly recommend you get. But this process is something that I've been doing, which was bizarre, for the last 4 or 5 months, that Darren Little recommended that I do something like this. And I went out and bought this audio called Deep Trance Identification. I listen to it every day for 40 minutes. I plug it in, close my eyes, It's a visualization process that helps you identify with somebody who you're looking to acquire their skill set, and it helps you connect visually. It helps you, do things that are outside of your normal reach. Now, you can believe whatever you want, but I can say this. When I started to do this back in October, at first I was looking at becoming, we'll go into the detail. January I started doing this in reference to surfing. I'm living on the North Shore of Hawaii. So each day I'm doing this, and you pick the best surfer there is, Kelly Slater, 11-time world champion. So when I go to the visualization process, it's talking you through, and there's all this language and subliminal things that are happening that you don't understand, and your body's wiring, getting connected with this person and their level of focus, their level of vibration. So what happened was this, though. I've been surfing for my whole life. My brother's a much better surfer than I am. My dad was a professional surfer, shaped surfboards. Paul's a professional surfer. And Walker, here he is, doing his step slide. So what happened was incredible. Within a matter of weeks, I was going out surfing, and I was surfing at a much higher level than I've ever been able to surf, ever imaginable in my life. Now, I know I'm in the North Shore, so the waves are better. Maybe that gives me the ability to become a better surfer. I was also doing something when I went out in the water that I kind of learned from Bob Proctor about proclamations and affirmations. When I would go out and go surfing, I was in the water paddling, and Hawaii is the most intense place to surf in the world. It's world-class breaks, and it can get dangerous, intimidating, all the above. The water's shallow, the waves are hollow, they can kill you. It's very intense. There's a lot of other surfers out there who are much better than me, but when I'm out there, I'm so grateful and blessed that the best waves come to me. I commit, I relax, I keep my eye on the prize, I work harder than ever, and I demand my subconscious mind to perform at a higher level than I know possible. I'd say it over and over and over. And where I got that was this. I created an acronym, CREW, C-R-E-W. I commit, I relax, I keep my eye on the prize, I work harder than ever. Because this is what happened. When I was surfing, it's so scary, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is scary. Okay, like scary. You get pounded, held under, you almost feel like you're going to drown. It's scary. Bottom line. And the waves get huge. So when you're out there, you have to commit. If you're paddling for a wave and you don't commit, is when you get injured. So you start paddling, you're paddling, and this huge wave's coming, you're like, I want to catch it, this other guy wants to catch it, this girl wants to catch it, this guy wants to catch it, but I want to catch it. I'm paddling, paddling, paddling. If you get, and you're just about to fall into the wave, right where it's about to break, in this huge steep wave, I mean, you're paddling in the waves like this huge, crazy steep thing, and then you just, at the very end, you got it, but you stop, you don't commit, two things might happen. You might get lucky and come back the backside of the wave, or you might still go over the falls and get completely destroyed, which happens to me a lot. But I knew I needed to commit. I knew I needed to relax because my dad said, relax your left arm. The best tip I can give you is to relax your left arm. So when I'm out there, I'm like, I need to relax my left arm. Okay, and then keep my eye on the prize. Where I got that was when I was going surfing. And you want to get, like, the best part about surfing is when you get in the tube, the barrel. Every surfer knows this. Everyone in the world should know this. Imagine the most, I mean, it's got this noise, and it's like, and you can see it on the outside, and there's hopefully people on the other side of it, and the water's moving. I mean, you're inside of a wave that's moving around you, and the noise, the visual, the feeling, there's nothing like it. But when I would get into the tube, for some reason, I had a thing with closing my eyes. Maybe from wiping out so many times, you don't want to close your eyes. So I knew I needed to keep my eyes open. Now my brother Paul, who's a much better surfer than I am, he always says, hey Steve, you got to work harder when you're out there. Work harder. That's why you're not, I would always catch the best wave of the day, but I wasn't catching enough waves. I wasn't working hard enough. I knew that. So he reminded me of that. I said, you know what? I got to work harder. So I'm out there. And Bob Proctor has this thing about, I'm so happy and grateful that money comes to me in multiple streams and increasing quantities on a consistent basis. If you say that every day, over and over and over, the same thing already happened to me, that money started coming to me in multiple streams and increasing quantities on a consistent basis. How did I remember that? I went to MICS when I was little. Multiple streams and increasing quantities on a consistent basis. MIC. So I remembered it. MICS. So I didn't have it wired in. I could say it in any time, in any position. I took the same exact principle that was applied to having multiple streams of income out into the ocean. Now, I'd already prepared mentally by doing these visualizations every single day for 40 minutes with a guided audio with the #1 surfer in the world. And so you first need to be somewhat educated. And the idea is, if you wanted to be the best painter ever, go find the best painter and then plug into this process. Okay, so I did it with the surfer. And so I'm out there. And I have my affirmation. I have my proclamation. I'm already visually committed. And I'm able now, I'm surfing better than I ever have, ever, by like multitudes. I couldn't even believe it. Now, what was really important to me was when I then recognized my weaknesses. So I would go back, I would surf, okay, during the day, and, you know, you go surfing and the waves are really good. I mean, really good. If Paul, maybe send me a clip of Hawaii so we can get everyone just a 1-minute clip of Hawaii of how scary or dangerous the waves could be, but something that's like a 10-foot day at Rocky Point, something like that, okay, because that's where I was surfing a lot. So when I go back to do the visualizations, when my eyes are closed, when I'm in bed and it's dark, and I'm in my mind, I'm committed to this. I'm committed. I know it's real. Darren swore on it. Other people, I've heard the stories. I've listened to the science behind it. I believe in it. I already believed in it. So there's not like I had to be convinced. But this is what I recognized. Now, years ago when I was in Fiji, my tank malfunctioned when I was 70 feet below. I was scuba diving. My girlfriend at the time was on the boat. She was too scared to go that day because the weather was looking weird. And so we're down there. There's barracudas and sharks, and we're going through tunnels. And my tank malfunctioned. Now, what happened is the instructor turned around and he goes, "How much you got?" And I tell him 900 psi, whatever it is. And when he turned back around, I go, I'm like, I'm panicked. Okay, you try it out. You tell me you're not going to panic. So I start swimming as fast as I can. And then what happens, two things. When you're underwater, if you swim and kick, you start using all of your oxygen. Now, I didn't have any oxygen. I'm 70 feet below. Okay, luckily, the guy behind me happens to be, his name was Paul. I had met him before. We were going to Tony Robbins' thing in Fiji. Oh, I can't even believe I'm wearing this tonight because I didn't plan this, but I am wearing this. Bula. I got this at the resort. So this happens live, not planned. Okay, so I'm scared. I don't even know it, but I'm scared of drowning because that situation was scary. Luckily, the guy behind me came, got me, gave me his respirator, his tank. We went up, took like an hour or whatever. I come up, there's blood everywhere. You know, I had popped some blood vessels. No harm, nothing was wrong. I was okay. Just a little panic attack. But I then had a little bit of a fear, someone who grew up in the ocean, of drowning. It can happen. But I didn't know that. I also didn't know, okay, so the relation of the fear, which we have all the time. You have so many fears built inside of you. Where is this thing? I'll relate it. I'll find it in a minute. I'll relate this to that. We'll go back to the example because I don't want to screw up what I'm saying here. So I have this fear, a little bit of drowning, and also of the power of the ocean because it's scary. So when I'm paddling for a wave, the reason I'm not committing is there's fear inside of me, and I don't know it. So when I go back and do the visualization, and I'm laying there, and I'm visualizing an incredible surfer surfing on a wave, dropping in left or right, in the tube, yeah, getting spit out, doing the thing, and then I start realizing that even in my mind, I'm scared to drop in on some waves. How am I going to do it in real life if I'm scared in my mind? So then I said, okay, I'm visualizing this. It's got to be easy. So I started visualizing it. Dropping in, left, right, dropping in, no problems, no worries, no fears. You just drop in, you're visualizing this. You're on land, you're in your bed, you drop in over and over and over to the point where now I am a better surfer by 10, 20 times than I ever imagined possible within the course of 30 days. Then I knew this shit was real. Okay? It's real. Visualization, your imagination is your most powerful tool you have available, bar none. Not this tool that I have online that can show you how to scrape and get all these things and put everything in one dashboard and get thousands of leads for free. That is not near as your imagination. You know, you need your imagination in business. It's like this. The imagination is the ignition key to your automatic success mechanism. Remember yesterday, we are born, our creator, we are born wired for success and happiness. Why are we not successful and happy? Because we have been conditioned to feel like it's not time to be successful and happy. Utilize your imagination as much as possible. Now, what I mean by that specifically to the business that we are in, I am already on the stage getting a $125,000 check in Austin or in Chicago. There's no way that it can't happen. I'm already there. I've already seen it. I'll visualize it until the day it happens. What's the worst that could happen? That I make $25,000? You think that someone who last year who made $5,000 the whole year is going to be upset if they made $25,000? Are you kidding me? What's the worst that could happen for you? Use your imagination. Become resilient and power, like in strength, but also become resilient in your mind. If you're struggling, become resilient in your mind. Okay, so let me go over basically the couple things that I would recommend that you can do in order to apply this to your personal life or business. So it happens a lot. They went over an exercise about, this is for selling. Now, even though we're going to be tapped into a system that does all the selling and telling for you, you can also be prepared that if you do explain this to anybody, if you do get caught up in a question or chat or on the phone, it is automatic. What you do, and this is an old school trick that a lot of people have done that you should start tapping into. Okay, so role playing can double your sales. Imagine yourself in various selling situations, and when someone comes up with you with an issue, you solve the issue. Selling is solving situations. So you start now imagining if someone was going to ask you any question whatsoever in reference to what you're in business for, what you're selling or what you're doing, start imagining it. Role playing the situation. You know, close your eyes and look, you can log off right now if you don't buy this. I don't care. But I promise you, based on what I've had personally happen in my life, this is the most important thing that's going to come out of my mouth, is you using your imagination to create the results in the life that you truly want. Okay? So, role playing. Role playing, what you do is this. My dad's a great example. My dad's a little bit more laid back. He knows network marketing, MLM, this and that. You tell him anything, and it's probably because I've done so many things that worked, a little bit, and then didn't pan out long term, which is okay. So then he does this with everyone. That he might, you tell him your idea or something, and he's like, well, boom, quick question, fires it back. Now, what if I can go and start imagining this with my dad, where I'm saying, I picture this, and he goes, well, what are you working on? This company, Vic Stride's house, this guy, he did incredible, 800,000. He set up this big idea mastermind, and it's this whole complete automated sales and marketing system, and he teaches you how to get leads, and you get 100% commissions, and basically does all the selling and telling for you, and you plug people in, and it's people helping people. He's like, what? That doesn't sound real. How is it actually, what is the actual product? So if you already know the answer through your imagination, like through you created this role-playing thing, okay, he's going to ask me that question. So what is the product? The product is being able to learn how to make money online, and it's for an online or offline business for any industry whatsoever, to learn from the best marketers there are in the entire world and to get a complete training for it. So, okay, well, I got that. If you ever ask me that question, it's going to come. And you can do it over and over. Come up with any question that anyone that might have, so then you can know the answer to it. This is what you should do with any type of selling. If you want to be part of something, first you need to believe in it. You know, if you believe in it, then know what other people don't believe in. So in case that comes up, at least you can have the ability to explain to your husband or your wife or your dad or your sister, your friends, in case it comes up. Not even really to sell them, so it's not an awkward conversation. So you feel in control about it. Okay? So that's one thing I recommend you do. You know, as I just said, clearly see the target and let your automatic trajectory take you through the rest. So once you clearly see your target, you would be amazed what starts happening, because your subconscious already knows, your subconscious mind already knows how to obtain the target. Okay, so set your target, see it clear, and then let it happen. Remember last night, you don't have to force it to happen, but you need to see it in your mind. You need to set yourself up for it, and you set yourself up for success. Okay, so this is the process that goes through in the book. Set aside 30 minutes each day to create your own motion picture of yourself. Okay, so if you do this for the next 30 days, it said 20 days. I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this, do this for the next 30 days. And 10 days from now, just 10 days from now, send me an email, stephenmunton@gmail.com. Be like, hey, look, this just happened. This is already happening, because it's going to happen to you. Okay? You don't have to buy into it, but try it. 30 minutes a day. I don't care if you have 5 kids, 2 jobs, you got to go and no one believes in you and nothing's happening, you have no money and people are, you know, someone just broke up with me and like, I don't care. I've had it all happen to me. 30 minutes a day, set it aside. Go to somewhere quiet. What you're going to do is first, step 1, write down the mental movie that you're going to create. You want to make sure that when you do this process, it's vivid, detailed, and you see yourself as a success. I don't know what your success is. I have no idea what your struggle is. I'm sure we get to know each other. I can figure that out. But step 1, write the movie out. So just jot it down. It doesn't matter. It can be short, long, but what is it that you really want? Draw a picture. Create a little bit of a movie. See yourself where you want to see yourself. Write it down first. Step 1. Step 2, set aside 30 minutes a day. Relax. Close your eyes. Play the movie through your head. Edit as you go through. Replay it. And just keep doing that. So you're going to write it down so you get some sort of basis of what you want. Okay? And then it's time for this big motion picture. And you go and lay down 30 minutes. 30 minutes. That's it. Visualize. You can put like music on. You can do it with no music. But something happens. If you've never meditated or you've never done anything like this, then this is definitely time to do it. If you're already kind of into that stuff, it's time to develop your success in your mind. Okay? So then 30 minutes. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to play this movie. You're going to edit it while you're going through it. Wait, I didn't want to do that. And see yourself successful. If you're going to make what the one thing it said is constantly don't worry that it's not happening, that it hasn't already happened, or it might not happen tomorrow. See it as done, real success, happened. Okay? Write yourself a movie, take 30 minutes to do it. Number 3, okay, gradually change your movie. So as you're going through it, you need for 10 days, you're going to gradually do this. For 10 days, it says. Meaning, as you're going through the process, you're going to gradually just work it into your system by, first of all, not worrying that it's not already happened. Like, I mean, how am I going to visualize myself, you know, building a school in Zimbabwe and having $1 million when I'm sitting at home with $300 trying to figure out how to buy advertisements? Like, how is that possible? First of all, you got to believe it's already real, visualize it, but step 3 is to gradually make it happen when you're doing the visualization process. You know, work your way into it slowly, believe it is already real. Then the last part, it says after 10 days of just doing this, then the next 10 days, do the exact same thing. Build new imagery, start acting differently. You don't need to think or try to be acting. So after 10 days of doing this visualization, you're going to start noticing, wow, I do feel a little bit better, a little bit more confident, not as worried or concerned that it won't work out. I can actually already see myself on the stage collecting that check and being able to help other people do the same thing and them starting to earn money and whatever it is. You know, I'm using this as an example because it relates to what we're working on, okay? So those 4 steps, if you go through those, you're going to see results, and I would love to hear back from it. So the last thing I wanted to say is this. There's a book called Zero Resistance Selling. It's by the same Maxwell Maltz, same author as Psycho-Cybernetics, so I would recommend that. And this whole thing about fake it till you make it. He says it's superficial and external and it's bullshit. Fake it till you make it theory. Because he goes, Psycho-Cybernetics is about uncovering your true self, who you really are, and shining as you really should. Okay? And you don't have to fake it. You know, accept whatever you want to accept. But if you're in a rut, then start using your imagination and go through this process to do it. You know, it says convictions are the most dangerous enemies. Convictions are more dangerous enemies of truth than lies. Convictions are more dangerous enemies of truth than lies. Okay? Take that as you want. That's a lot of information. Maybe some of you are like, well, I don't know about all this. I wanted to do a business. You're getting a little too deep. You've lost me. What I would do is this. If you don't buy into it, but you're certainly thinking, well, it would be nice for some things to change in my life, take it slow, but remember that your imagination can create your future. It really can. And these processes work. They can change your life. And the reason that I dial in on this with each one of you, mixed in with AWeber training, is real specific why I do that. Because this is what creates sustainable results. I cannot teach you, hey, here's AWeber, grow a list of 1,000 people and then go blast that list and here's this great product. I know that the results won't last. I know that you might get a fluke and you might get lucky. But if you actually set yourself up for success mentally and step into it and already know where you're going to go, it's going to last. We're going to be able to lock arms for a long time. You're going to be able to take that desire of earn $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month. You can be in the position I'm at, or you can be above where I'm at. You can elevate to whatever you want. You can do it. And you got to start somewhere. That's all I want to do. Let's go and look at this broadcast, and then let's call it a wrap, okay? So the broadcast was sent out. I want to show you this, and thank you. Thank you so much for your time. If you watch this recorded, thank you for doing this. Step into it. Nick Barnes, great job. You told me that yesterday you heard something about waking up. I woke up, spent 10 minutes working out just to get the body moving, the metabolism. He goes, I haven't ran in months. I quit smoking cigarettes like a year ago. This morning he went out and ran. So Nick, that's awesome. You rock, buddy. And anyone else who's stepping up and doing things like that, those are what's going to change your life. Money won't. Processes won't. Systems won't. Mechanics won't. You know, but working on your health and fitness will. Using your imagination, visualizations, proclamations, affirmations, meditations, that stuff will change your life, folks. Okay, last thing, screen share. I mean, this was kind of a risky maneuver to send out at 1 in the morning. So we'll see if anyone's opened it. Okay, cool. So 7 people have opened it and only 1 has clicked. All right? That means, just like anything else, that's something we need to work on with Vic, because, you know, you should get a little bit better of a open rate than that. 7 and 1, or 1 click out of 7 opens. Okay, no problem. That's a good start. We got 1 out there. 1 person clicked, and they're well on their way. And you can see down here, you know, a little bit better when you got 45 opens and 25 clicks. That's better. 23 opens, 15 clicks, 3 opens, 3 clicks. You know, you want to get higher numbers like this, and this one thing that is in the High Traffic Academy that we're all going to be able to go through. So with that being said, thank you very much for your time. If you could comment on this, like this, share if you want, and any feedback, I'm always open to feedback. You can send it to my email or Facebook, or you can put it right in here, and that will be it. I'll wrap things up. So thanks a lot. Aloha, and I'll